What if I told you, all of us sitting here are scared? Scared that we've never truly experienced joy. Scared that satisfaction may not be an option for us. And scared that we've wasted our lives in the search of finding our purpose. The question of why we are perpetually restless and unsatisfied dawned upon me. We live in the safest, healthiest, most well-educated, most democratic time in history. But still, some part of the human psyche causes us to look for an escape from things stirring inside us constantly. Now, naturally, when answering the question of why happiness is never attained, you'd blame yourself and accuse the demons in your head. So that was stage one of answering this hovering question. Perspective. Because we cannot change the cards we're dealt, might as well change how we play the hand. The video here shows a ball rolling. The ball rolls again, and again, and again, and again. Every single time that ball rolls, it rolls in the same way and the same direction. But now you will notice something different, something off the pattern it was following earlier. The seventh time the ball rolls, it looks as if it is floating, which it really isn't. This is simply because the brain positions and navigates the ball according to its shadow. So how has this got any relevance to what I'm speaking about today? Our perspectives are based on our belief systems. Our perspective here being the ball, and its belief system, its shadow. This 1-minute demonstration answered the most preposterous question in history of why joy is so hard to achieve. It's simply because our brain is focused on the negatives and overshadows the positives. But here's a question for you. If happiness to you truly means maximizing positive emotions and minimizing negative ones, aren't we all doomed to chase happiness forever? Because our brain is working against us. The human brain is a fascinating piece of design that can process unfathomable amounts of information in a single instant. The second stage of this question lies in the roots of mere comparison. Comparison is said to be the enemy of contentment. But I'm not here to quote words said by others, but impose on you yet another question. The picture here shows marks of individuals in chemistry. Individual A scores 95%. Now, assuming everyone finds this to be an appreciable score for a tough subject like chemistry, let me show you one of the test score. Over here, individual B scores 97%. Subsequently, everyone now thinks individual B is better at chemistry than A. Correct? But here, the real game changer is, on its own, the 95% looked equally as good. But when compared, the 97 outshone the 95. Our fixation on comparison and lack of self-improvement enhances our misery. In a world of constant connectivity and social media, we're bombarded with carefully curated images of other people's happiness. And we measure our worth against these constructed facades. Unfortunately, in doing so, surrender our self-esteem to the cruel whims of the digital realm. The third and final stage of answering this endeavor to contentment lies in the story. This story truly taught me what happiness means. Like most stories, this one too begins in a kingdom far, far away, many, many years ago, where a witty king owed his subjects a reward. In order to do so, he assigned them a list of tasks. The first task in this list was cherish the time you spend with your family. The second, take some time out for yourself and let your passion speak for them. And the third, take a break from the hustle and do what excites you. Now I'm assuming everyone here is very confused on how this story relates to what I'm talking about today. The reward of this list of tasks wasn't at the end, but in the process itself. The first, cherishing time with your family, left their subjects with a sense of true joy. The second, passions spoke for a sense of purpose. And doing the things that excites you, a sense of satisfaction. All these three being answers to the three questions I asked you at the very beginning of this speech. The simplest answer is that you cannot. The shadowy parts of our souls aren't the problem. The problem is our drive to separate ourselves from our souls in the first place. And the stronger our drive to detach, the larger our demons will become. Evolution has shaped our minds so that we're almost inevitably destined to suffer psychologically, to criticize, to evaluate, to compare, to be dissatisfied with what we have, to be focused on what we are lacking, and to imagine all sorts of frightening scenarios like I did at the very beginning of this talk. But this is not a talk of despair, but a call for understanding. We must recognize our insatiable desire for more, our ceaseless yearning, our constant whining is not a curse, but a defining characteristic to our humanity. It is our quest as a civilization to do something better, something beyond the ordinary, that has propelled us to reach astonishing heights, to create great works of art, to unravel the mysteries of the universe, and to make a better civilization. We must confront the stark reality that happiness, like a phantom, remains elusive. It is in this constant race of joy and contentment, we miss what often matters the most. Ladies and gentlemen, the ace of hearts, the simple joys of life. Thank you.